Okay, so I think they're still waiting on Ange and Patty, but we shall start. Feet apart, tummy pulled in, tuck that tail, lengthen your spine and shoulder roll please. Up, back and down. Good. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Lovely, let's come into side bend. Reaching away with the bottom arm. Last one. Brill. Grip the pelvis. Soften the knees, tuck the tail. So belly button pulling in towards backbone. Somebody's struggling. Patty. Just settle in neutral. Let's go full circle right arm. Eyes following hand. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more here on the right. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more time. Other side please. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Keep that moving. One more time. Lovely, release the whole spine. And then come on down a little bit more into the lower back. So come to a squat, support your body weight, pelvic tilt in. So if your body feels ready to roll up high into a cat stretch, that's fine. Include the shoulders and the neck. Your focus is this bottom part of the back first. Last one. Rolling all the way up. Good. Feet parallel, tummy in. Turn the palms up. Let's go shoulder squeeze, shoulder extension. Come on down. Lovely, so keep those knees soft. Pull the belly button in. Exhaling on that upward phase. Inhaling on the downward phase. 2 more. And last one. Give those arms a shake. Okay, wrists and ankles. Let's come on to one leg and just rotate wrists and ankles there. Wake them up. Go the other way. And change. Forward and lift. Rotate. Go the other way. Standing down, let's come into the upper back. Open the chest, extend, look up, breathe in. Breathe out, wrap your arms. Rolling down the upper back. So focus on the upper back now, down to the bottom rib, not really any lower than that. And then rolling up, opening, inhaling, exhaling, wrapping the arms, rolling down, rolling back up. And again, open, inhale. Exhale, wrap the arms. Rolling down. Rolling up. One last time. Breathing in. And breathing out. Roll. Uncurl. And relax. Give everything a good old shake there. Okay, so right foot forward, left foot back. Press the heel down. Fingertips together. Let's pull the arm. Let's open all the way out. Come back through. So include the elbow in this. I'm going to bend the elbow. and then reach the arm. And then I'm going to bend the elbow again and reach forward. So you're folding it out. One more time. Super, drop the arms. Good, changing sides. So pull back first, elbow, and then open, bend the elbow, push from the shoulder. Good, opening out, drawing back. Oh, who's this coming in? I think it might be Patty. Lovely, one more there. Good morning, Patty. Last one. And relax. Super, give everything a little shake there. And then let's just go for a small split stance. So let's come into the back of the hips. Hands behind you. Open the chest, tummy in, soften the knees. So we're here, pinch. So not too far if you don't feel warm, but aiming to stretch the hamstring of whichever leg you have put in front there. Lovely, going again, breathing in on the way down. And breathing out. On the way up, let's have one more here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lovely, switching around. Soften the knees. Long spine, brace the abs. Forward we go. So stretching the hamstring and the glute of the front leg. Not changing the shape of the spine, squeezing the bottom to come back up. So just one more here, please. Lovely, give everything nice shake there for me. And then can you turn your feet out? Let's come a bit deeper into the hip. Hold the pelvis, slide the toe, lift the knee, tap behind. Lift the knee, tap across the other leg if you can. So you're aiming to take the leg out and then cross. Out and then cross. Now this is about mobilizing the hip and warming up the inner and outer thigh. So if you need to hold on to something, that's fine. It's not really about the balance. Obviously, you need to squeeze the balance in there, then that's great. Last one. And then shake them out. Good. Turn them out slightly. That will give you a better base. Bring it in front, cross it over if you can. And then lift and tap down. So when you tap, if you can cross, that's great. If you can't, no worries, you are still coming through the hip and the outer thigh. But if we can cross the body, then we are also working the inner thigh. And that's a part of the body that none of us love. Good. We might dislike it less after this. Woo. Last one. There and back. Super, give everything a little shake there and then just release the spine. And then we'll come down onto the floor. So pop your mat down, chippy screen. Get yourself some head support if you need it. And then you are going to join me in 4-point kneeling, please. So when you're ready, join me for cat-cow. So make sure your fingers are spread. Make sure your elbows are soft. And you can include the neck and shoulders in this if it feels good, but your focus first is the bottom half of the spine. Lovely. Okay, from here, walk the hands forward. Transfer the weight into the arms, dropping into extension, maybe not too deep till you've stretched it a bit more, and then sitting back, and then tracking forward. So you might have to slide the hands forward and back as you move, and you're just going to spend as little or as much time as feels correct for you in either of those positions. So take your time as you move through them. And then next time you come back to shell, we'll go and we'll stay there. So if you can take your knees wide, put your feet together, and then that should allow your bottom to get closer to your heels. Go there. Now you can have your arms extended or to the side of your head or to your ankles. So just relax where you are. Head is heavy on the mat or the hands. Pushing the bottom towards the feet. And then hands coming under shoulders, support the weight, uncurl the spine, please. Lovely, let's come down to the seated position. So in seated, cross your legs if that feels okay. Stretch them out in front if it doesn't feel okay. And then let's just sit up nice and tall. Lovely, placing this right hand down, left arm reaching up first and then over, but stay elongated all the way down the side of your body there. Come on back. Inhale, really reaching. Coming back. Inhaling. And exhaling. Lovely. 2 more. And last one. Super, let's rotate, hold the opposite leg, look over the shoulder and just stay here. Give me 2 long, slow breaths in and out. And then come on around the other way. Lengthen up the spine. Looking over the shoulder. Give me 2 long breaths here. Coming to center. Lovely. Legs out in front. Give them a shake. And then hands coming behind you. Bend the knees, take the feet quite wide. Load your weight into your hands, but don't sink into your shoulders. So shoulder blades still together. Rolling gently from right to left. Breathing in to drop. And out to lift. Super. Push yourself up. Bring the soles of your feet together. And then press back on the insides of your thighs. So that should be pain-free. So if it isn't, maybe take your feet slightly further forward. Pressing down on the fleshy bit of the leg. And then releasing, bringing the knees up. Super, coming down onto your back for me now, please, with some head support, if you want it. And then bringing your knees in and circling your pelvis around, bringing some movement to the lower back and pelvis, circling the other way. Lovely. Holding the back of your right leg, back of the thigh, on the muscle, not the joint. Right leg moving up and down. As you push your heel to the ceiling, pull the toes back and then point the foot as the knee bends. So we are mobilizing knee and ankle. We'll have a stretch in the calf and a stretch in the hamstring. Last one. And then bend the knee, slide your elbow to the back of that leg. Foot is relaxed here on the right. Slide the left leg away. Right hand on the floor, left hand on the floor. Pull the right leg out to the right side. Now just watch that your spine doesn't twist when you're doing this. So feel that this left hip and shoulder are really pressed into the mat. So if that feels okay, you're going to stay there, and then you're going to perhaps try to straighten the back of the right leg. Now, you can leave your hand where it is, or you could hold your toe or your foot, or you could just keep it bent if that's enough of a stretch for you. So certainly don't force it, but make sure you're feeling a stretch down the inner thigh, holding wherever you can, thigh, calf or foot. And then bend that right knee, bring the left hand to the right knee and roll the leg across the body. So it's going to the opposite side. And just gradually sink into that. So your foot might not be touching the floor at this point, and that's fine, mine isn't. But I'm going to make sure that my shoulders stay down. And then I'm going to use the breaths, and each time I exhale, I'm going to try and let a little bit more tension in my body go. Increase the rotation through my spine, provided my shoulders are not lifting. And eventually, with a bit of luck, my toe has now made it to the mat. Only just. On your next out breath, come back up slowly. Lovely, let's do all of that on the other side. So the right knee is bent, holding with the hands at the back of the left hamstring. Foot flexes as knee straightens, toes point as knee bends. So mobility through the ankle and the knee. At this point, breathing out to push the heel, breathing in to point the toe. 2 more. Bending the knee and holding. Hooking that left elbow behind the leg and pulling in. Lengthening the right leg away. And then making sure shoulders and hips are on the floor. Put your right hand on the floor. Draw your left leg out to the left side till you've got that stretch on the inner thigh and groin. And then if you can keep your spine still, you can just think about pushing that left heel up, and then you could change the hand position. So you could take your hand to your calf, your thigh, your toe, and develop the stretch. But be thinking about what's happening on the right side of the body. Don't be dropping over to the left and lifting the bottom or the shoulders. Good. Super. Bend the left knee, put the right hand on the left leg, and over we go with that rotation. So the shoulders are down, but everything else can start to just gradually peel off the floor. And our goal might be, each time we breathe out, to drop the leg a little bit lower and rotate the spine a little bit more, but always be guided by the left shoulder staying down. I don't think I can get to the floor on this side. So a couple more breaths before I have my feet on this side. Oh, I'm there, fan floor. On your next out breath, come on up. Lovely, relax. Okay, soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop. So hands down on the floor, push the soles of your feet together, and I want you to just give me some pelvic tilts there. So we are rocking on and off the sacrum. We are going from a neutral spine, maybe even to an extended spine if there's no pain, to an imprinted spine. And I want you to focus here on your pelvic floor. So to recruit the pelvic floor, we pull the belly button down, we pull the pelvic floor up, and we imprint the spine under the back. And then we release. So I want you to imagine you've got a little Malteser there, and it's rolling from the belly button to the pubic bone, and then it's rolling back again to the belly button. Good. You can put your hands there, check what's happening through the hips, check what's happening through the back and the abdominals. So this one is your last one. Lovely. Holding here, so got a little bit of extension under the back. I'm going to take my head block away now. I'm going to hold my elbows and go for a nice big shoulder stretch. And so once your arms go over your head, more of your rib cage will leave the floor, depending on how tight your hips are. So mine are quite tight, so I can feel I'm on my tailbone and I'm on my shoulders, but everything else is lifted. It's going to be slightly different for everybody, but you should just feel relaxed and heavy on the mat there. While you're holding that stretch, think about pulling up on that pelvic floor without the pelvis moving this time. So pull it all the way up slowly and then let it relax, but don't push. And then pulling all the way up once again and relaxing, and we'll have just one more. So pulling up on the pelvic floor without the pelvis moving and then relaxing. Guys, from there, let go of your elbows and stretch your arms overhead. Draw your knees in. Slide your legs away. Now we're in a nice long full body stretch. Flex your feet and push away with your heels. Open your palms and stretch your fingers. Try to give your fingers and toes an individual wriggle so that we're stretching all of the muscle fibers all the way down. And then relax where you are. Bring your arms back first to support you. Draw your legs back in, one at a time. Super. Pop something back under your head if you want it. And then right ankle on left knee, pushing back. If you're able, two hands come down and draw the left leg in towards you. Pushing your tailbone into the mat, pressing that right knee back if you can. Gently rock left and right, not big here, just a small rock. And then settles where your left knee is over to the left corner of the room. And then think about pushing your tailbone down so that you're really feeling it quite strongly in the right glute. Watch your left toe hasn't dropped. Keep it up in a tabletop, so that'll give you a better connection. And then come on back and relax. Super. Change legs. Open the left hip, press the knee back. Pick up the leg if you can. Option to leave your foot down if there's any hip or back pain. And now your bum might have lifted, so push your tailbone down. And then gently rock right and left. And then roll your right knee to the right corner of the room, but then push your tailbone down till you feel it in the left glute. Watch the toes of the right foot have not dropped. Hold in there. Keep pulling on the hands. Keep pushing down on the tailbone. So we're pushing and pulling to create a bit of resistance. Coming back to center and relaxing. Super. Okay. Feet wide, arms out, and just let those hips move freely from right to left. Brilliant. When you're ready, come join me on all fours, please. So we are going to come into a downward dog. So you want to make sure that your hands and your feet are on the mat and you're not going to slip. Spread your fingers. Tuck your toes under, pushing upwards and then backwards. Joining me here in downward dog. So push through the heel of the hand, lift the tailbone up as high as you can, pull the belly button in, head is down between the arms, looking through the knees. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Can we gently pedal the feet? Lovely. From there, come forward into a full or half plank and just hold. Can we pull back again to the downward dog? Hold it there. Adjust your hand or foot position if you need to. And this time, we don't want the pelvis to move. We want to come from the ankles. So can we lift up onto the toes of both feet? And then can we drive the heels down towards the floor? They don't have to touch as long as you have the stretch. So lifting up slowly. Driving down slowly. Let's connect the movement with the breath. Lift the heels, breathe in. Press the heels, breathe out. Last one, lift the heels, breathe in. Press the heels, breathe out and stay here. Can we move into a full or a half plank? And hold. Head in line with spine. Brace the abs, squeeze the glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees, please. Take them wide. Pull back, arms extended. Head to mat. Hold it there. Come through center. Over to the right side. Pull back and hold the stretch, please. Come through center and left side. Pulling back. Come to center. Support the body weight. Uncurl the spine. Super. Okay. Coming into the hips. So we're going to take one leg forward. So if you know that you need a bit of padding under your other knee, get some padding. And if you need to maybe be near the wall or anything for support, that's fine. So we want, when the legs move, we want them to stay hip width apart. So you've got a nice firm base. So I'm taking my left leg forward. Okay, and I'm just going to see how my knee feels, how my balance feels. Good. So if that feels okay, stay where you are. Take your fingers to your temples. Super. Come this way so you can see me. So I'm going to open my chest, look up, inhale. And that will challenge your balance. As you exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, elbows to knee. So rolling up slowly, opening, inhaling. Rounding down slowly, curving the spine, head to knee, elbows to leg, and rolling up. So keep that moving slowly. So we're challenging the balance in the lower half of the body, so you feel a little bit wobbly. Engage your abs, try and keep your pelvis still, and then we are mobilizing the length of the spine and the shoulders. So next one will be our last one, and then we'll come back to our neutral spine. Good. So arms coming down now. Where you are, just tuck your tail under. So I'm trying to get you not to be in extension here. So tuck your tail underneath you, then look at your front foot and walk it forward till you can see the whole of the foot when you look down. Maintain the tuck in the pelvis and sink into the stretch. So I'm just aiming for my knee to end up over my ankle, not over my toe, because that's a lot of pressure on the kneecap. I'm aiming to feel a stretch here, down the front of this leg, possibly underneath this one as well, if you're tight through the inner thigh. I'm going to bring this right hand next to this left foot. Good. From here, guys, we're going to rotate. So if you can lift your back leg, tuck your toes under and lift it. You probably need to put both hands down to do that. And then open from there. So holding either with your knee down or your back knee up. So my toe doesn't like that on this side. If you want to just hold the stretch, that's fine. Good, stay in there, take some breaths. So 3, 2, 1, down you come. Super, okay, come to here and either stretch here or maybe release here. And then we'll repeat that on the other side. So I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Feet hip width, foot comes forward, tail tucks, fingers to temples. So starting by keeping the lower body still and the upper body moving. Inhale, exhale. Long and slow. So this is about engaging your core to stabilize your pelvis. Lower half of the body staying as still as you can manage, while the upper body moves against it. So the upper body's mobilizing. It's also challenging your balance as it rolls forward and it extends backwards. So let's have one more here. Once you've come back up, bring your arms down. Now, go from having a curve in your lower back to tucking your tailbone underneath you, and then walking the front toes forward a little bit more if you can, and sinking to where your knee is in line over your ankle. So stay vertical first to get the stretch. From here, coming down with one hand and opening, or two hands lifting the back leg and then opening, but bringing rotation to the body in a way that feels correct for you. So holding here if we can. Think about taking long, slow breaths and holding a little bit longer if you feel okay with it. I'm going to do 2 more breaths here. And then when you've done your last one, hands come down, knees come down. Let's come to 4-point kneeling and just give yourself some pelvic tilts there to release the back. Lovely, let's sit ourselves back down. Give your legs a shake. Lovely. Let's bring this right leg in and then sit up as tall as you can on your bum bones. So just done inner thigh, let's have a look at outer thigh. Cross right over left. Wrap the left arm around it and pull it across to the opposite shoulder. And then lengthen up your spine. Can sit on something if you need to. Right hand coming round, and then I'm lengthening. So I've got rotation happening in my upper back, but I should also have a stretch down this outer thigh. What you don't want is to rock across. So push both bum bones into the floor. Hold it there, take some breaths. And then release, come round and face me. Leave this leg here. If you can, take your left foot to your right buttock. If that's too much, leave it in front of you where it is. Okay, so both knees are to the front, and then just press the bum bones down as much as you can. Probably won't feel even, but if you can get both bum bones down, do. Right hand in between the shoulder blades, and then you can push here. You want the elbow to the ceiling, or you can pull across if that feels okay. So those of you that can could reach all the way around and bring your hands together. Mine don't like that, so I'm just going to stay here. So holding there, lengthening up the spine, pushing the bum bones down. And releasing. Super, legs out in front, give them a shake. Let's go with all of that again on the left. Left knee comes in. We sit up tall through the spine. We cross the leg over. We push the knee to the opposite shoulder with a hug. And then we lengthen and rotate. So as deep a rotation as you can manage through the upper body. In the lower half of the body, the bum bones are down. Not sinking into the lower back, and we're pulling on that leg to stretch the outer thigh. Release, come round to me. Option to leave your legs here or flick this right foot to your left buttock. And then sit tall. Okay. If you're uncomfortable, you can just stay with the leg straight, or you could even cross your legs. So this hand coming up, in between the shoulders, pushing, pulling, or reaching. Holding that. Nice tall spine, push both bum bones down. Breathe in slow and steady. And release. Super, legs out in front, give them a shake. And then either come to a slump stretch or a straight leg V and forward and relax. So we are just gonna hold in this stretch here. So just taking some breaths into the back of the rib cage. Walk your hands up. You are going to turn over one leg and walk down it. If you need to bend the other leg to do that, that's fine. But the leg that you're walking down should be straight. Your hands could be on your leg or on the floor, but don't do it unsupported. Breathe into it. And then walk back in slowly. And change sides. So walking down the straight leg, option to bend the other leg if that's a bit intense. Your hands are taking your upper body weight either on the floor or the leg. walking back up. Super, bring those legs in, cross them over. So sitting up nice and tall, you could have your legs in front of you if you're not comfortable cross-legged. So let's turn the palms up, relax the shoulders, drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. A half circle, please. Finishing with left ear towards left shoulder. And then do that slowly. And if you're finding any parts of your neck are tight as you roll around, maybe just stay on them that little bit longer. So I can feel that my right side is tighter than my left side. So please keep that moving nice and relaxed, but next time you come back to the right, stay on the right. And then we're going to take our right hand to our left ear and just apply gentle pressure. So almost just using the weight of your arm to give you that neck stretch from ear to shoulder. This hand pushes down and away to pull on the other end of the muscle. And then turn your head so your eye gaze is towards your right knee and the stretch transfers a little bit more around to the back of the neck on the left side. Come back up slowly and safely and release, and then go the other way. Left shoulder, left ear, left hand. Push this down and away. Guys, lengthen up your spine and drop your shoulders down. Just enjoy that stretch. Take some breaths. You should be feeling it running from the bottom of the ear across the top of the shoulder. And then we'll turn the head and look down at the left knee. Feel it just shift to a different muscle further around the back of the neck. So they get lots of tension, holding your head up all day. Coming back to center. And then two hands down. Let's stretch all the way up, breathe in. Palms together, push to the ceiling. Over to the right side. Come on, up. Over to the left side. Come center. All the way down. Bring your palms together. Inhale. Exhale. And give me a bow. Thank you very much indeed. Come on in.